But to move along with our overtime speak your mind section, today I have a question for you, my friend.
Okay, I'm
I,
ready.
we've been on a topic of, trying new things, So what is something that you always want to do but never could put, the foot on the gas per se?
Okay, man, you're putting me on the spot because I could say something really really embarrassing, but I don't know if I could say it because then when people hear this, they'll be like, Alan, I know recently happened, and I can't believe you're talking about this right now. But I
What are you
probably
what are you what are you gonna are you dropping a bomb on this one, man?
I can't no because people will listen, and I know certain people will hear this, and then they will realize what I'm talking about. But regarding your question, Valeska, something I always wanted to try, and I think if I were to gloss over the example that I'm a little bit too shy to talk about. I think I was looking into like what is it? Making like some art, Like that was another
Mhm.
creative pursuit that I was considering getting into if I had more time. Because I'm just following this one this guy who makes memes, to be honest, but he makes memes using like what is it called? Like water paint. So
Whoa,
yo,
that's
I
interesting.
gotta shout out to this guy. I forgot his it's like it's watercolor. Dude, check him out, man. He posts all of these like mental health sort of like water painted like me. They're not really memes. They're like uplifting memes, right? And yeah, when I was
Mhm.
looking at it, I felt inspired, and I'm like, oh, I'd want to do something like that. Draw like a scene with a meaning that people would connect to, because people on each of his posts on either Instagram or Twitter were just showing love to the guy, saying like, oh, like I'm going through the same thing that your picture is portraying, and it's really uplifting to see this, and like thank you for doing this. Continue to do that, and I'm like, I want to be able to make that type of impact on people, and if I could draw, I would, but I can't draw for nothing. So yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
like,
that's that's nice that you bring those up. I remember just in high school, like we would have the art galleries, and when we had basketball practice, when we had the late practice, we'd always go look in there and see what types of drawings there were, and they were always like something with like some Banksy type inspired, art that was always like displaying like some sort of human turbulence, something that like for example, social media, it's like people like in a line, those movies when the kids are going in the cafeteria, it's all gloomy and they get like a lump of silver goop for lunch,
yeah, yeah,
and like people like walk in there, and then the cafeteria lady gives them like a Facebook like, and it's like after they get it, they're all happy, like stuff like that. I
yeah.
think I described it well. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back, but yeah. So I always loved like Banksy inspired art because it always like has a deeper meaning. One of my favorite ones is the Molotov cocktail. Or I'm not sure what's the name of it, but instead of throwing the Molotov cocktail, there's like a flowers growing out of it, I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
So it's
Yeah,
like I bought that piece, so it's in my room.
you gotta post that on the gram. Yeah, so Blasco, that's pretty much what we're gonna talk about for this episode. But what I want to squeeze really into our overtime period is yo, I was trying to explain to people just recently about like Saiyans, and not Dragon Ball Z. No, 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 not about Dragon Ball Z Saiyans.
Oh.
But yeah, I just really wanted to add this to the tail end of our episode where we're talking about. I try to tell people recently, Blasca, about the saying "big in Japan," and no one understood what I meant by "big in Japan." And I want you to be someone that, like, hopefully you're on my side where you're like, "Yo, I understand big in Japan, and I find it funny. Yo, please tell me about it." Because like people are like, "Yo, what do you mean big in Japan?" And I'm like, things are like, "Yo, Among Us, big in Japan." Like, you mean popularity? I mean like just in general. Like, yo, things are bigger. Yeah, we would like I would be big in Japan, and I'm not even that big. Tell me about that saying, because I wanted to, yeah.
To me, I thought it was just like it's big in Japan. Like it's what's hot right now. It's just what's going on. You know, anything could be big in Japan. Anything's big in Japan. You know.
Yeah, but like it goes both ways, right? It's not just popularity. It's just like things here are bigger than in Japan. Like Blaska, you would be big in Japan. I think that's
You think so?
you'd be big in Japan. Like yo, you would be big in
Wow,
Japan.
thanks.
Because like things
Thanks,
are
man.
smaller in Japan, right? And I guess people don't understand that. But yeah, that's what I wanted to leave it off with. Talking about Saiyans, not Dragon Ball Z, Kamehameha, Blaska, I don't know.
With that, I think that concludes this episode of Home Cooking. I'm gonna sign us off, boys.
Yeah. It was a pleasure doing this again, Blaska, and we hope to bring more content your guys' way. Until next time, signing off. Fist bump, Blaska. Let's go.
Fist bump.